Back to the next episode of Waifu Wars. I am the main character of the next eroge that Marin is reading, Scooby-Doo, or watching.
Ha! What a coincidence, because I'm the main character in Slippery Girls 2, Soberoni.
Welcome back to the next episode of Waifu Wars, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, the weeb, but not your waifu because she's trash. Whoop. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Well, no, I'm not. My team lost, so I'm sad. How are you doing, Drew?
I'm tired. Last week was a lot. Like the whole launch of Waifu Wars was like a lot. It's one of those things as a content creator where the learning curve just like it was no longer a slope. It just goes straight up. That was me. I was just running.
It's a 90-degree curve.
Yes, it's just a 90-degree angle. It was rough, but I survived it. We're here. It's here. The podcast is here. So I am very happy, very pleased. And to all the things I forgot to edit in last episode, let's hope I edit it in this episode.
Yes. If you guys are watching this podcast over on our G&AREVIEWS channel, please do follow us on Waifu Wars. It's our new channel, which will be moving this podcast over to relatively soon. So if you want to stay up to date with the podcast, make sure you're following us there.
Yes, I'll leave the link below, since apparently if I type that in, oh boy. yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to find.
Oh, yeah. You can't find it by, unless you narrow it down by channels.
Yeah, and even then. But, YouTube algorithms out of the way. Let's get into the podcast. Let's start with our news segment this week in anime. I'm going to go first. Yeah, I was going to say fast. I was going to say fast and
gotta go fast
at the same time. But yes, I'm going to go first. And it will be fast because, according to Anime News Network, Kiari Pemu is going to be performing at the Coachella event in April. So for all you people who don't know her, because I feel like a lot of you are
I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, I'm like, a lot of you are younger, and that hurts my heart. Kirari Pemu is a J-pop star. She's very known for her super crazy, kawaii.
She that really colorful.
Yes,
singer.
Yes, very colorful. I think I followed her I followed her when she debuted and for like the first couple of years, but then I quickly stopped only because I started getting into K-pop when she debuted. She debuted in 2011.
That's not that long ago.
That's over a decade ago.
For a singer though, it's not like there's people who sing now who debuted in the 90s and stuff.
Okay, who? That is true.
You're gonna say Bo is old as hell.
But first of all, bitch. First of all, she debuted in the 2000s, and she's been doing this for a long time.
Barely in the 2000s.
Exactly 2000. Thank you very much.
Yeah, by the skin of her teeth.
Wait, 2000. Wait, was it 2000? Yeah, it was 2000.
Damn, that's 20 years ago.
Excuse me.
21 years ago. 22 years ago.
22 years ago, and I take pride in that. But in the same breath, I'm not gonna pretend like that's not like that's only the majority of my life. ... Okay, that's a long time. 10 years is a while. Okay, I get it. You feel old and you're sensitive about it, but let's not be silly and pretend like 10 years, a decade is nothing to sneeze at.
I don't know, maybe because I listened to a lot of I was listening to Nightwish yesterday, and I'm just looking it up now. They debuted in 1997. They're still putting out albums.
The fuck is a Nightwish?
Nightwish.
The fuck is a Nightwish? Excuse me.
It's like a Finnish song, Finnish band. Oh, they're really good. You probably heard their music before. I think they did a song for Charmed.
I am heaven and I need to be. Is it that song?
I don't know if it's that song. Might be. I don't remember. But it's one. Yeah, I think they did a Charmed opening.
It's one of the unofficial gay anthems.
Yeah.
That exists. But yeah, she's gonna be Kirari Pami Pamu. She's going to be performing at Coachella on the 16th and the 23rd, which, you know, I feel like that super makes sense. I feel like her, as long as she has like a big TV screen that has like
colors.
Yes, and she's good. That's all she needs. Truly, that's all she needs. Also, fun fact, you know she's younger than us?
Thanks, Drew, for making me feel old.
I looked her up because I'm like, oh, this bitch is old. She was born in 93. Never mind.
Wow. Way to backfire.
I'm just like, oh, I was like, damn. So Homegirl was like 18 when she debuted. That's awesome. That's awesome that she's been out for this long.
Well, so, Drew's depressing news.
Listen, I'm just saying, you could feel depressed about aging. I'm saying that's cool that she's been doing this for so long, and now she's performing at Coachella. That's awesome. So my hat's off to Kiari Pami.
Props to her.
Yes, I hope that everyone sees her, gives her lots of love, and don't give her COVID.
Yeah.
What you got for us, Oni?
I got two pieces of pretty small news. Let's start off with the Actually, no, let's start off with this one first. So, Bonhams announces first online World of Anime auction.
Wait, say that again?
Bonham announces first online World of Anime auction. They're doing an auction that will include over 150 pieces of memorabilia related to anime, specifically from a lot of older stuff like Astro Boy, Sailor Moon, Pokemon, Kiki's Delivery Service. And they have stuff like cells or animation panels and stuff from like, you know, done by the creators or whatever, the original artwork. What caught my attention though was like the article has like a picture of a cell of Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service, and it just says it's estimated at $15,000 to $25,000. And I'm looking at it.
What?
Would you pay? I mean, I can just screenshot that.
Yeah. Just blow it up.
You just blow it up. Like, I'm like, is this an NFT? Like, is this what the NFT? Why are they so expensive? Like, all right, I get it's cool to own like for example, they say there's a scene from My Neighbor Totoro that's signed by one of the artists that can sell for $15,000.
Yeah,
I don't like. Maybe I'm out of like I'm not part of the loop or something. I just feel like that's way too expensive for art of like just a cell from an anime, you know? Like I know there's people who collect this stuff, like they'll collect anime cells and prototypes and stuff because it's cool. I just don't know if it's worth like
15K.
A car. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's like, oh my gosh. Wait, did the guy who drew it, is he like gone?
I don't know.
Did he pass away? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Well, even if he's still,
he better have for that price. He better not be alive.
If he passed away, that could be the reason why it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Even if he's alive, it's like, oh, this is the original drawing. Like, I'm assuming it's like, you know, this is a real life sketch of it. You know, there can't be another like it, etc., etc. So I guess it's the rarity.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't pay more than a couple hundred.
And that's why I'm like, I see, like, I have a friend who does art, and I'm just like, man, I wish I could buy your art. I don't even know. I don't even know what the point of some of the drawings are. Like, sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. Because I literally just, like, the art gene is gone for me. It's missing. It's just not there. And I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, there's so many art pictures. There's so much works of art. I look at it, I'm just like, but why are you so expensive? I'm looking at you and I don't get it.
Also, I feel like if I was buying something, I don't know, like maybe because I'm not a Ghibli fan, but I definitely would not get like a My Neighbor Totoro or Kiki's Delivery Service thing. It would have to be something like Astro Boy. I understand because it's like, oh, the Astro Boy, that's like in the 40s or 50s or some shit. You know, like it's super old, so I can understand that being super expensive because that guy's definitely dead. so you know, I can see that.
He says a Glee.
Well, I'm paying for it.
Yes.
But yeah, not for some recent anime. Like, I'm not paying $5,000 for a picture of Goku. Get the fuck out of here. I can download that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the way you're saying it is very crass, but I also agree with you.
Sorry, I'm a crass person. I apologize. Actually, no, I don't, because I'm crass.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you heard him.
Speaking of crass, my next piece of news is that Rent-A-Girlfriend's anime season 2 is premiering in July.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah, who's hyped for more mommy and shitty main character? I forgot his name. Kazuya?
Sure, that one. That girl.
All I want is more cheese to do. I just want more cheese to do. I don't care about anyone else. Sorry.
I know. It's just like now that I read that infamous manga chapter. I'm just like, well, I already know where this is going.
Yeah. What a train wreck.
What a train wreck indeed.
But we'll be probably covering it on the podcast, so stay tuned for that.
Probably. He says that all the glee in his heart.
Yes.
Well, now that we are done with the news, it is time for our weekly reviews. And we're just gonna go ahead and finally do the last episode of...
Jesus Christ, thank you.
Yes, the last episode of Platinum End. I
hated this. Because they waited till now to make a good episode.
I'm tying it for episode of the week.
Yeah, I know. That's why I hate this.
I'm tying for episode of the week. I'm actually tying for episode of the week.
I don't want to do that though, because like I'm trying to find a reason to not do that. But I kind of see where you're coming from.
Because it literally ended just the way I wanted it. Mukaido died, and he died killing Metropolitan. I didn't think Metropolitan Man would die. I didn't think Kamen Rider would be killed, but he was.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either. Well, I was expecting him to die, but not in such a glorious way.
Not in the.
I thought he was just gonna get hit with the white arrow or something and be like,
"Oh." Did you say a glorious way?
Yeah. If anyone deserved that death, it was him.
Absolutely. I just thought he was gonna die at the end of the anime in general, not at the end of this arc.
Oh yeah, that too. I didn't know he was gonna die at the end of this arc, but I'll take it. That's a victory. As far as I'm concerned, this anime is done. I don't give a shit about the rest of the episode.
Exactly. I'm just like, I don't know who manipulated him or who convinced him or who has all of his arrows and wings and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, I don't care.
Nope, do not care.
Mukaido's dead. I don't care anymore.
No reason to watch this. Mukaido's dead.
Mukaido went out like a champion.
He was a G. Yeah.
Like
they gave him the whole like. They did that art, that stylistic art thing.
Yes.
Yo.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Where they just drew him like a sketch.
Yep.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was really freaking good. Like I said, they chose this episode to just go ham. They were like, all right, now this is what I mean. Where I don't know how to like feel about this show because clearly for the first 13 episodes it was trash, but now all of a sudden it's like, oh, by the way, I am the guy who did Death Note, so I do know what the fuck I'm doing. So let me just do a nice episode real quick.
First of all, I just want to point out that his death scene was definitely like that was still equally as funny as everything else because it's like he's like once again as like this anti-tank rifle is like about to shoot bullets into him. He's having like a 5-minute like talk between the two characters and himself.
Yeah, I thought it was never gonna end. I literally thought he was gonna fly away or what's his face was just gonna let him go or something like. Because it was lasting for so long.
I'm like, hey, you know that how fast you fly has nothing to do with like the speed that you can talk. You can't talk as fast as you can fly. So why are you talking so much as these bullets are slowly piercing your body for some reason?
Man, they went hard with the gore too. They were not.
Yeah.
They did the fucking X-ray Mortal Kombat shots.
Watching everything, literally watching the bullets rip through him.
Just like heart exploded.
Yeah, and then they did and then they did like the what happened in real time, and then he just explodes. Like
literally like torn to pieces. Like his head is over here, his legs are over there.
Yeah, it's just Reese's Pieces of Kamen Rider. Oh my god. Even though I don't understand how that whole they detained him, like they binded his hands somehow together with their rings and stuff. I was like, I still don't.
Sure, whatever. It was cool. I'll take it.
Like exactly. That's why it's like, yes, this is a quote unquote good episode, but there's plenty of things that still didn't make any fucking sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like plenty, like plot holes aplenty around that entire
Definitely.
fight scene. So yeah, but it was a fun way to end the series. I will say that much. And
yeah.
Yes, rest in peace, Mikaido. You were a G.
For real.
So, are we even rating this? Are we even
do we want? Like, I'll rate it. It's just gonna get a 3.
Oh my god, I'm thinking the same thing. Shut up.
Yeah.
How do you think my score?
And it got a point for this last episode. This quote unquote last episode. If I have to watch any more, I'm sure it'll go down. This is clearly the peak. It cannot go above a 3.
Yeah. This anime was bad.
It was. It really is. It was like it's up there with King's Game and Kingdom Guardian.
Yeah, welcome to the Hall of Fame.
The Holy Trinity. You'll be remembered for all time, Platinum End.
Yes. For being so bad.
Yeah.
Platinum End. More like Bronze End, am I right? Oh, alright. Now I actually just start with the good anime, or continue with the good anime. Attack on Titan, final season, part 2, episode 2.
Yes, my boy Zeke showing up to save Eren.
Yes, this is so funny. I barely took any notes on. Well, this is my other episode of the week, by the way.
Okay.
And I gave it my other episode of the week because I was so caught up in what was happening, I barely took any notes. Like, that episode was almost done, I was like, oh shit, I better start writing shit down.
Attack on Titan does do that. Like, it catches your attention and you can't, like, look away.
Exactly, that's why I just didn't. But, yeah, man, we really thought they were down and out, and whew, Eren had a little bit of fight in him. And then just when they thought they're about to get Eren, nope, Zeke said nope. And
yeah, Zeke coming out here with the shotgun rocks again.
Exactly, and then he begins the counter attack.
The counter offensive.
counter.
I like that it is kind of like an homage to when he first shows up and he uses the rocks to like destroy all the scouts or whatever, and they're all like, remember when he had a fight? I think it was like way back in season 2 or 3 where he shows up and they're all stuck in the city with Erwin and he just starts blasting them all. I like that. I like seeing him fight because he just blows the fuck out of everybody.
He just throws debris at everybody.
Yeah, he has the best fighting style, hands down.
It is, and I guess it makes sense because it's the most effective for someone like him who's so tall.
Yeah, but he can't do anything he can't do anything in actual hand-to-hand combat. So it's like I kind of like that there's a balance between, they're not like, yeah, they're all giant big monsters, but they all have very distinct roles, like Zeke being the long range artillery guy, just like Peak is, and Eren and Reiner are like in your face, brawling, hand to hand combat.
Yeah, including the tiny Titan.
No, yeah, the Jaw Titan just jumping around and shit.
That's one. I call him Tiny Titan. But yeah. Oh, Miss Yelena getting her whole life this episode.
Oh yeah, Yelena's fucking wild.
What a character! She's like just standing, like literally, he comes and starts killing everyone, and like you see all the blimps start going down and just on fire, just landing, and you just see her with her arms stretched out. It was someone said it was giving light Yamagami.
Yeah. It was very light vibes. I was thinking like the dude from Hellsing.
Which one?
The guy who loves war.
Oh, I forget who that is.
Yeah, I forget his name, but he has that like "I love war" speech, and he just watches everything blow up.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. And then when for some reason, oh god, not Eren, but Armin is like, hey, yeah, it sucks, but we have no choice but to help the Jaegerists and help Eren. And she just looks at him with one of the most grotesque looks.
I don't understand why. She like, was she angry or just fucking insane?
I think because I think she sees Armin helping as a threat to her place in this whole thing. I feel like
maybe.
I feel like in the very Games of Thrones ish way, she's like, yes, he's kind of in my ear, but if Armin comes and acts like he's on Eren's side, she'll kind of lose that power she has.
Yeah, I guess so. I would assume that she would just be happy for the help though, but I guess not because she's fucking insane.
Yeah, no. I think she's she's like weirdly drunk on power.
Even though she doesn't really have any, like she's losing power.
She never really had any to begin with. I mean, I guess her sway over Eren is the power. It's very.
I kind of wish she did more though, like because she is a compelling character, and especially if she's gonna make faces like that, I would have liked to see her.
I mean,
have a bigger role.
What do you mean do more? She did a lot. She did plenty.
Yeah, but most of the stuff she did was like not on screen. It was just stuff that happened in the background. Like I want to see her do more stuff actively. Like I feel like she could have been a more major character than what she is. Maybe I just like her and I just want to see more.
Yeah, I think you just like because it's like you're definitely underestimating. Even though she didn't do as
no, like she had a lot of impact on the plot itself. It's just that we didn't really see much of it.
Exactly. I just want to.
Looking at the face. I'm telling you, that's the scariest face. Remember in episode 1 where they show the Titan and it's like a really creepy looking face? Yes, that's scarier than that face.
She's literally a Titan. She literally just turned into a Titan. Like, she's like, no, I need to share screen with you. I really need you to see this. Hold on. Just really, you really have to. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I just look. Just look. Just look at her.
Oh, that's her own face, but when she's riding you.
I'm a coming.
She kind of looks like Armin too.
She does. She does.
Maybe that's why she just hates him. She's like, why does this bitch look like me?
That's why she's upset. She's making the face. Like, how dare you look like me? She's like, no, my spot as the boyish blonde hair person is in danger. But yeah. crazy faces aside, this episode was great. It had great tension, super action packed. Like shit was happening left and right.
Yeah, had some great character development. I liked Gabi doing her, as much as I hate Gabi, fuck Gabi.
Oh yes.
But I like that she got her development where it was like she stopped what's his name from shooting Niall and Falco, so that was a little good moment. And she still has the weight of her sins of killing Sasha.
Yeah.
Because this girl still hates her.
Oh my god, she's about to like talk to them. She's like, "Oh, it's people who looked after me," and
it's my
like,
foster family. Oh wait.
And then she's like, "Oh well, fuck Gabi. I swear to God,
if I see that bitch on my block again, I'm gonna fucking kill her, strangle her ass."
And Gabi just
down.
I was like, "Yes, bitch, take a
seat." Slowly sits down.
Sit your ass down, Gabi.
I was half expecting like Gabi, like the girl was gonna come in through the window, like look through the window and see Gabi. do the Yelena face.
Oh my god. This episode is great.
Yeah, this is peak Attack on Titan. You got the action, character development, and the memes all in one episode.
Yes, God bless this show. Can't wait for this episode.
Exactly.
Alright, moving on to Demon Slayer Season 2, Episode 7.
Yes. What do I want to talk about with this episode? It was a crazy episode too. I want to guess my episode of the week. I will split episode of the week between this and something else.
Okay, so Nezuko kind of goes cray-cray.
Yeah, Nezuko's a little bit bloodthirsty.
She proceeds to beat the ever-loving shit out of Daki. And then, as she's beating down on her, unfortunately, she, like, sees a human bleeding. She goes crazy. Tanjiro, thankfully, stops her just in time. And literally, for the entire episode, this is what annoyed me, all of the people there just stood there.
Oh yeah, no, fuck those people. They should all died. I'm
really
mad all of them survived.
Really deserved death. They didn't deserve death, but like I wouldn't feel bad for them.
No, they definitely should have died. Like one pair of them was just there the entire episode. Like while the brother showed up and everything, and they're fighting with these two people behind them. I'm like, oh my god, just fucking leave. You're only like 2 flights up. Just jump out the window.
Okay, so jumping out the window is not what I would have done.
I would have. Would you stay in the room with the headed demon and her brother?
Listen, the way I would have been inching my way downtown, walking fast, and I'm homebound. But yeah, no, I would not just sit there though. I would try to escape in some fashion. Like maybe if I could like land on like what was it, like the awning?
Yeah, you could just like roll off the awning.
Yeah, land on the awning and then roll off from there. Then yeah, I would do that.
Anything but staying in that room.
Literally anything but just standing there. Like a homegirl was hiding in like the dude's like she's like kind of hiding in his arms. I'm like, what is he gonna do for you, ma'am? Like,
yeah,
if this dude kills the Hashira, like y'all both dead. Like, why you like don't hide with him. Like run. Run, bitch, run.
So I want to just go down the limb and say this is a really horny season of Demon Slayer. In more ways than one. Well, first off, Daki exists, and Daki's always just flashing everything on screen. But also, there was a lot of unnecessary but very much appreciated Nezuko foot scenes in this episode. I know that's gonna start a whole Nezuko step on me meme.
Really?
Listen, all I'm saying is I went on certain sites and typed in Nezuko and I saw some foot stuff, alright? And I'll end it there. I'm just saying, there's gonna be a wave of Nezuko foot stuff happening from this episode.
I don't understand how, because it's not like she was being sexy with her feet. She was curb stomping Daki.
Well, her feet are still pretty hot. I'm not a foot person, but you know.
literally curb
They aren't the worst
stomping.
feet.
Literally curb stomp. All right. If watching a foot covered in blood is what gets y'all going, then
No
that's
judging.
inspires. If that's what inspires you, that's what inspires you. You know. Um, I love when Uzui finally appears to stop Nezuko, and like they have a whole conversation, and Daki's like, "Hello," and he's like, "Shut up, like you're dead." And she's like, "What?" And then it just falls off into
What?
her hand.
I felt bad for Daki. Like they really were bullying her.
Oh,
Like
don't you? No, no, stop
he
it.
was bullying her. He was
I
calling
mean,
her weak and shit.
he was kind of dragging her, and I lived for that because she's kind of like a bloodthirsty murderer.
Yeah, but she cute.
So I don't feel any pity for her. She deserves it because she like also did the same thing. Like literally her the irony of her Metropolitan Men both getting their asses beat in the same week. Because they were both cut from the same cloth of ugly, horrible, ugly, worthless, ugly people die, ugly. Like, so yeah, I don't feel bad for her. I did enjoy her after she got her head decapitated. Her and Uzui going back and forth. That was hilarious.
That was really good. That was some peak Demon Slayer nonsense.
It
There was a
really
lot of
was.
good comedy moments, like when Inosuke and Zenitsu showed up and everything.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, it was really good. But then twist. There was a twist. We learned that she is not per se. She's not exactly the upper six demon. At least not just her. There's
Yeah.
her and her brother, whose name I forgot.
Creepy dude. I'm just gonna call him creepy,
Yeah,
skinny guy.
he definitely said his name. Yeah,
It was like Jotaru or something.
yeah, something with the G.
G. He was creepy. Like
Yeah.
I will say, like I said before, I think I said this before. The Demon Slayer demons aren't really scary. A lot of them are actually really hot, but I feel like this is the first one. What the spider family from the first season?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Female Muzen.
I mean, okay.
The girl with the ball that had like the 6 arms prior to her having like 6 arms was hot. Anyway, that I distract.
They know you can't talk about them like that.
There's a lot of hot demons, but no, this is the first one that I actually feel was like genuinely creepy. Like he had some Bloodborne vibes with him just like scratching his skin.
I was saying, I feel like there were some creepy ass demons as well.
Maybe I'm forgetting one or two, but usually they just look like regular people with like red eyes and pale skin. The Demon Slayer design, like the demon designs, have never been really great.
I don't think they're like creepy like that. It's usually not the. It's usually like the thing that they summon, or like something that's like a part of their niche that's really creepy. Like for example, the Demon Train.
Yeah, the guy in the Demon Train. But like the Demon Train guy was fine. Like he just looked like a regular person. But then once he transformed into like the fucking train itself or whatever, then yeah.
Exactly.
But this dude was just off the jump fucking creepy.
I mean, it's the same person, so he started out pretty. You know, and now there's two of them.
Yeah, but I also like that. Like I like that it's not just a straightforward I'm a demon and you have to fight me because I have these powers, but they actually like took it to the next level. It was like, what if it was two demons in one and you have to kill them in a very specific way? So that's very interesting. Behead them both. I hope it's like a situation where you have to like behead them both at the same time or something.
I almost hope not. Maybe not at the same time. Maybe like close enough. I feel like that'd be really hard to do at the same time.
Yeah, it'd be super difficult.
Yeah. Well, we'll see next episode.
We
oh my god,
will.
I feel like them fighting together is gonna be like,
That's gonna be really cool. The animation's
yeah.
gonna be really sweet next episode.
Yeah, I'm just like, I just don't want another Hashira to die, honestly.
Oh, I'm 100% prepared for this guy to die. I don't want him to die because I like him, but I feel like all the Hashira are gonna die in their arcs.
Right? I'm like, I don't want that to happen.
I really seriously feel like that's gonna. Every Hashira that shows up is just gonna die.
I really hope that's not the case. All right, let's move on to Sono Bisque Doru episode 2. Was this your other episode of the week? Yeah,
you know me so well.
I figured.
What? There was plenty of plot and character development.
Yeah, have very heavy on the plot this episode.
Extremely heavy on the plot.
So much plot.
Marin is still best girl.
Poor Gojo almost couldn't handle all that plot.
I don't know how I feel about Gojo. Because I don't hate him as much as I hate your average, like, protagonist. But he is also still annoying the way he... Like, half this episode was just him being embarrassed to take her measurements. I feel like at a certain point, you just gotta man up.
Socially awkward.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be half the episode. like it could have been a one-off thing. I don't know. I'll forgive it because she was teasing him and it was cute.
Exactly. Like, it was definitely a good back and forth between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, I
like their chemistry, so I
somewhat agree with the whole, like, oh my god, like, I think maybe at the first 2 or 3 times, maybe they could switch to something else.
Yeah, but it was like every part. Like she was like, all right, first this is me in a bikini, and then he freaks out. All right, now I need you to measure my leg, freak out. All right, but now you need to measure my butt, oh, freak out. Now you need to measure my boobs, freak out. Like, like every individual part of her body just had a different reaction to.
Or the same one. in his case. Which was to freak out.
Yeah.
But I will say it was almost worth it because, then the moment where she gets really flustered is like...
Oh yeah, that was super adorable.
That was super cute, and just like the animation of her just getting all like, oh my god, like
when she grabbed her hair and like the animation on this show is like next. It's like almost UFO table tier animation.
Like, and she's just moving around and just doing.
Yeah, there's like scenes where she's just vibing and like moving in the background and shit. It's really cute.
I've never seen, like, it is very few anime where I've seen them use CGI so masterfully.
Mm-hmm.
Like it almost reminds me of Ilia.
Prisma
Ilia. Like the animation with Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, do you remember that scene where she's just like, oh my god, you gotta measure me, and like her titties just like jumped with like as if they were like animated characters themselves. Yeah,
Silverlink does the same type of thing.
I love that. That was so funny, and like the CG, like that was a good moment to use CGI.
Yeah, they're good at blending CGI and
there's
TV.
Unfortunately an anime that we're gonna talk about that could use some direction.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's really hard to not know.
But yeah, no, I really love Marin. Marin is kind of selling this whole, like, she is the show to me.
Yeah.
And first off, from the onset, just her being like, oh yeah, I play this game about the sex slaves. Are you not comfortable with sex slaves?
Yeah. Yeah, just him being thrown into this whole... I really like in this anime and also in Sasaki to Miyano that it's both like these, like this one character who doesn't know much about anime, and then like there's this other character who plays the opposite, who's like a super weeb and is like kind of just drags him into the world of like anime and shit.
Yeah, and they have a lot of good interactions. Like when he was like, "Aren't those games age restricted?" and she's just like, yeah, don't worry about that." Yeah, their chemistry together is just really good. of course, the fan service. I do want to mention, because I saw World's End Harem, Shimetsu no Harem. And this is what I mean when I say, like, fan service is an art. Maybe I'll do a video on it, like, just discussing this topic. But you can't just have naked women flashing their tits and be like, this is fan service, and this is good fan service. Like, this is a perfect example of it. There's no nudity in the show at all, but the fan service in this episode of Sono Bisque is leagues beyond most other fan service shows that just do full nudity. Especially World's End Harem, which is just like all the nudity and sex, but with no context and really bad animation, and no one gives a shit about it. So I feel like there's ways to be very artistic and respectful with your fan service, you know, and incorporate it into the show, like the humor and the character, as opposed to just flashing a bunch of tits.
I'm sorry.
So I don't know. I just feel like this show does really good fan service.
Shout out to the Patreon / the Twitch subs / YouTube members, etc. etc. Shout out to y'all for like not choosing World's End Harem. So I wouldn't have to go through the trouble of saying I'm not doing this and us picking something else.
It was really bad. It was so bad. I'm not watching it anymore.
Yeah,
but it was fun to watch the first 2 episodes.
Mm.
But yeah, no, it's great. This was one of my favorite episodes of the. I'm just so looking forward to the rest of the show.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Marin for breaking down gender barriers. She's like, "What? What? Because I'm a girl, I can't watch eroge."
Yeah, I love that moment too. Also, shout out to Gojo for that final scene where he's just. See, he wins me back by doing these Chad moves where he's just like playing an eroge, blasting it for his grandpa to see, and his grandpa's like, "What the fuck is going on in this room?" He just doesn't care. Yeah, taking notes.
Yeah, I like them. I like them both.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Sasaki to Miyano, episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
So this episode, I feel like this series is very much gonna be the very just feel good. I like you, you like me.
I like you.
Like all those cute romantic moments from Fruits Baskets. It's just that. It's just that. Just all the cute moments between Toru and Kyo. It's just what this anime is, except make it gay, and I am fine with that.
I was gonna say, is that gonna be the case with the ending? The ending was a little bit ominous this episode.
How'd it end?
It ended with him. Oh, there was an after credit scene for the show too.
No, I didn't watch it. Damn.
Yeah, you should probably watch it. It was very ominous. It might put a pin in your analysis of this.
How long is it?
Probably a couple minutes.
A couple of minutes.
Yeah, like a minute and a half or 2.
I'm like, what? That's crazy.
You about to live react to it?
Yeah.
Or should I just tell you?
I'm already watching it.
All right, go for it. Live reaction.
Yeah, it was something about like chocolates and stuff. I forgot. It's very Valentine's Day-ish.
Yeah, they're exchanging Valentine's Day chocolates.
Oh no. Wow. Okay. That was a lot. I didn't like the whole train.
Exactly.
I didn't like the train. Wait, why is he like this? Why is he so upset? Am I missing something?
No, that's what I was gonna talk to you about.
Like, oh my gosh. Oh, he got the chocolate from Miyano. Is that what happened?
I think I was getting Yandere vibes from it. I was just like, oh, is he like upset that this guy got chocolates, and now he's like, I'm fucking gonna beat the shit out of whoever gave him chocolates.
I'm just like, but did he get? I'm just like, who gave the chocolate? Did anyone give him a chocolate? Did Miyano?
I don't think so. Well,
Think-
Sasaki?
Yeah, Sasaki.
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh.
Drum.
Yes,
Drums.
I'm here. Yes, I'm here. I'm here with conflict.
Your cute, cuddly Shonen Eye might turn into a bloody Shonen Eye. I don't know.
Not who the hell went first. Uh-oh. What do you mean who went first? What? Oh my gosh. Oh,
we might
okay,
get some school days territory.
This it's giving oh shit, what's the name of that anime? Oh my god, I feel so embarrassed. I don't remember it. It's another BL when they were in the band. Oh my god, remember I kept talking about how much I loved it.
Yeah.
It starts to do I know the song. I know the song of the anime. That's what I like.
I know what you're talking about. Just forget the name of it.
I know. Oh, I'm gonna be upset. Oh, I'm upset.
I'm about to type in BL anime band.
Yeah,
Was
right.
it Given?
Yes, Given. Thank you.
Thank you, Google, for taking my very vague search term and producing something.
It's giving Given vibes. Given was like, oh, it's kind of cute until it really wasn't, and I was just like, oh, and then it got dark. Really
yeah, that's the sense I was getting from this episode.
Which I'm also here for.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with either. Like,
because I was watching this, I was like, this is cute, but when is something gonna happen? And then that scene happens. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm very much for this.
Yeah, I just hope it's something. I just hope it's not just drama for the sake of drama. That's what I don't want. Yeah, it's like I don't want him to be like, I'm upset, and then I never find out why he's upset. That's the only thing I don't want. Yeah, this episode is very. This is what I meant from like last week when I used the term creamy, and maybe not creamy. It was just it's very bright. Like those moments where they're like just with each other hanging out, and then you see all like the little patterns and the colors appear from out of nowhere. Yeah, that's where I get the fruits baskets vibes. Like where he's like, oh my god, you can actually like see like the sparks fly between them, sort of thing. Which is really cute, and it's like, oh, they both had in this episode, I like that they both had moments where there's like they're both making each other blush, or like, oh my god, he's cute, or oh my god, what is he saying? What is Senpai saying?
Senpai, yeah.
Shout out to the blonde dude randomly coming in and stirring shit up. Shout out to him. He literally just walked in and said, "Hey, are y'all going out?" That was fun. The glasses dude, I can't get a read on him. Is he potential love rival? I feel like no. I want to say no because he mentioned his girlfriend.
I would say no.
But like, he would not be the first one to be like, I'm doing something with my girlfriend, and then turn around and be like, I love you. He would not be the first one.
Actually, my girlfriend, I meant you.
Exactly. So only because he peeped how like, oh, you gave away my chocolates, but you ate Senpai's Pocky. I was like,
Innuendo.
That Pocky scene was cute. This all was cute. Like I said, it's very much, well, at least for me, it's my Senpai got Uzai replacement.
Yeah.
I can just sit back, watch, and just feel good in general. So yeah, shout out to Sasaki to Miyano. Let's move on to Princess Connect Redive Season 2 Episode 1.
See, you didn't need to watch the first season to know what was going on here.
I really didn't. I mean, I'm glad I did. First of all, oh shit, I forgot her name. I was saying, I stand for her, but and then
Kiaru? The cat girl?
Pecorin. Wait,
Pecorin.
No, I am. Oh God. Am I Carol? Like,
listen,
like
I love all of them. So
exactly, like Pecorine is Precious Baby, and I will protect her with my life. I am a Carol stan at the end of the day, because Carol is just the rest of humanity. She's a representation of everyone else.
I relate to Carol.
Exactly,
I'm like...
everyone relates. Carol is the character that everyone relates to. I'm a Carol stan. Literally everything she freaks out or complains about is that I'm like, it's me, it me.
Yeah. The bugs.
Except for the bugs, but
wow.
Yeah, no, she's more like you than me. Like,
yeah, she is very much like me.
She hates bugs.
Picky eater, complains about shit.
Doesn't like vegetables. Basically you. And yeah, this, I would say, I don't know, is it? I feel like they got like almost like a animation upgrade. If in my mind, like especially the beginning, in the opening sequence was like, what the fuck? Why is this so beautiful?
That was really pretty. There was the scene at the end too where they're flying the ship and Pecorine uses the sword and was like fucking like showed into your animation basically, for some reason.
Excalibur.
I was like, whoa, UFO table, is that you?
Basically.
I'm glad it kept up the comedy.
Yes.
Everyone was on point with their stupidity.
Literally nothing changed. There's Carol freaking out about everything, complaining about everything.
The poisoned meat.
That was incredible.
I feel the Konosuba vibes too.
Yuki getting kidnapped.
Yeah, constantly by the wolves.
Yes, I'm so glad they kept. I love how they were just like, it's changed, it's different. And they're like, psych. Said, psych.
Sorry, girl.
And I'm like, can wolves always talk? They're like, ski da. Like, he just ran away with you.
You can tell they're having fun with that.
Yes, I hope they keep that in. That was great. Yeah.
This episode definitely gave me Konosuba vibes because it's just like them on a stupid adventure. The other ghost party that they met up with. The ending, the twist, the stupid ending. Yeah. With the turtle being a male.
Yeah, that was pretty great. And then Carol's just so pissed. She's like, why the hell we did this shit? Never again. Even though she's definitely gonna be doing it again.
For sure. Yeah, there are a couple of characters I'm hoping, since I did play the game for a brief period, there are a lot of good characters I'm hoping make an appearance. So hopefully the upcoming episodes can show more of the cast, because I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm always down for new characters. I don't think I've met a character that I haven't liked. So yes, good to see Princess Connect coming back very strong with the first episode. For
real.
All right, let's move on to Tensai Ouji no Akaji Koka Saisei Jutsu.
Say that one more time.
What?
Say that one more time.
Tensai Ouji, episode 1.
Yeah. Okay, so I know people didn't like this episode because people were very vocal about it on our Discord.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm just gonna say that CGI made me want to behead myself. Yes.
Yeah, the CGI was horrible.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I get that.
Terrible. Really, I'm like, like this is the first thing I watched in the day.
That's rough.
No. This is the same thing I watched right after Platinum End. So
your brain must have hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say, alright, so I had two problems with this. The CG and also the pacing. It felt like we just, like, this wasn't episode 1, you know what I mean? It felt like this was like a mid-season episode that we just stumbled upon. Yeah, I'm like, were we not getting an introduction to these characters? What's was going on. Why did they just go through the whole war in one episode? And the thing at the end where it's like, oh, we gotta capture the gold mine, and like literally a scene later, we captured the gold mine.
We got the gold mine.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So I wasn't feeling the pacing, like it's really all over the place. That said, I kind of liked the episode. It was cute.
I didn't hate it.
Yeah,
I did not hate it. I understand your problem with the pacing. I feel like, so my thing, I'm fine with episode 1's, like, regardless of how the pacing works, unless the pacing is like way too crazy. This pacing was very fast. I'm fine as long as they keep it up, because it feels like the running gag is, oh man, I'm trying not to do something, and then shit just happens.
Yeah.
I won't be upset if they slow down. They're just like, okay, now
time to come to a crawl. Like, don't do what Realist Hero is doing. Where it just slows. And we have a whole episode about them, like, cooking or something.
Yeah, I'm like, if this is the pace that you're gonna start off with, keep it like that.
Keep that energy.
That's all I want.
I like the premise. The premise is actually really fun and interesting.
Yeah.
I like the main characters. Like, I like that he's composed, but he has like this inner monologue where he's just like, I want to ruin everything and destroy this kingdom, and it just backfires constantly. Yeah, like he's a fun character.
Yes, very. That concept is very. It's very funny.
It's fresh.
Okay, not very funny, because I felt like it was like, you know.
I wasn't like, this is not like, I wouldn't call this a, like, all right, yeah. Princess Connector is a comedy.
Yeah.
Kaihatsu, whatever, is a comedy. This is more like just a fantasy that has some small comedic moments.
Yes, I would say that. One thing I did like about this episode, and I feel like I'm gonna like about this series, is that they had no problem with blood and gore, because I feel like there's some
that was wild.
There's some fantasy anime where they'll be like, oh my god, even though there's a whole war, we're just gonna show them getting hit and be like, and then they fall down, even though it's war, like people are dying.
Yeah.
Like I want to see blood. Like it doesn't have to be like freaking the end of Platinum End, but you know, I want to see, like, if it's a war, just give me blood. Like make it a war. And that's what they did in this episode. They beheaded homegirl. Said, oh, well, you not conceding? Bet. And just slice his head with the quickness. I was like,
I was actually shocked by that scene by Nin, because I'm like, I'm expecting it to be, especially this show, it didn't come off as like particularly violent, so I'm just expecting
but then,
like, capture him and put him away or something.
But then I saw like, oh, they're kind of fighting, and I see this guy just get lanced and like blood spilling out. I'm like, oh.
She just lists the guy's head off, like, oh, really? Bop, dead. I'm like, oh, she's kind of badass. And that's what I liked about this episode, too, is Nin was just really awesome as a main female protagonist.
Yeah.
Like, she had great interactions with the main character. She was funny. She was badass.
Yep. Like that one moment where it backfired about the gold mine, and he's like looking at her, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry,
can't help you."
Also, I'm a huge fan of the voice acting. Whoever her voice actor is, I really like the voice. Sounds super familiar. Oh, of course it's familiar because it's Rie Takahashi, who's done like a million things.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
She's done like a million things.
Yeah, she's done everything.
Oh my god, literally so many things. So, yeah, love the voice acting. You know, like I said, it was there.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it enough to say I want to see where it goes from here.
Yeah.
Especially if we get more Nim and potential other characters.
Yep. Alright. Now let's move on to our final anime of the night. Kaijin Kaihatsubu no Kuroitsu-san. Episode 2. I don't know. This episode didn't make me guffaw. Like, it had like some cute moments, but it didn't make me like laugh.
Yeah, it wasn't as purely funny as the first episode was. And I would go as far as to say I wasn't really a fan of the first half of this episode, like where she was in the where they had to travel to the other city or whatever, and they had to like split rooms and stuff. Although it was pretty fun to see Magistus just being like fucking a cool boss once in a while.
Yeah, I did like that. But yeah,
But the
like,
second half I enjoyed.
yeah, second half was pretty. It was. It made me kind of laugh. I'm like, I did gag at the fact. Did you notice that like after they were celebrating, they actually celebrated with fried chicken?
Yeah, the chicken
really?
was there.
With the chicken there.
Yeah.
I was like, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, and I appreciate the wholesomeness of having like a wolf episode where it's just like they touch on her issues and like the main girl still caring for her, and like they bring her into the R&D department and everything. I think it was a cute little segment. It wasn't hilarious, but
it was cute.
It was good for character building and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And then the gag that the fact that after all that and they show in the post credits that the chicken just instantly gets destroyed.
Yeah. Blown the fuck up. And then the hero's just like, you could have gave it more like guns or something.
Yeah, you just made like a big robot.
You're gonna make a big robot with guns. And again, I like that the whole process of them trying to design a monster, and like all the other departments are like, whoa, we can't do that. That's a safety hazard. You're like, whoa, we don't have the insurance for this. We can't do that. Or we can't build these railguns. So it's like, yeah, we could beat you, but our fucking limits on our budget don't allow us to.
Period. Yeah, no, it was a cute episode. I wish maybe I just want more. I just need more.
I hope next episode goes harder with some of the antics.
Yes, agreed. All right, so we are finally done with our reviews. I was going to do a filler arc, but in the interest of time, I think I'm gonna just leave that alone, especially because it's just gonna be me complaining about stuff. And I will let Oni commence the Waifu Wars.
All right, so this time around, I picked another set of waifus that I'm sure Drew's familiar with. And I think will be an interesting talk because there is a new anime for this series coming out soon. So I figured, why not talk about it? Urza versus Lucy. From Fairy Tail, of course.
Damn.
Yeah. You see, at first you might be thinking, oh, yeah,
Urza.
Say
Urza. I literally, that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
You would, because you're like, oh, damn, Urza's the best.
And then
but,
I was like, Lucy.
But waifu-wise, I don't know.
Because, like, Lucy is just, like... Because, yeah, my mind went power level because, you know, gay. It's not like I care about their appearance, but... Oh, I don't know. Well, Lucy's... damn.
I would say, like, Urza's, in my opinion, prettier than Lucy, although Lucy's still a 10 out of 10. But I would give the edge in waifu to Lucy, only because I feel like she is better, like, she gives a more waifu vibe, like, wife vibe, where she's more supportive, warm. She has her badass moments. It's not like she's a damsel in distress type. I feel like she'd be a good person to come home to. Whereas Urza, I feel, is more like, in her personality, is a lot more immature and clumsy. Which is cute, but not necessarily waifu material, in my opinion.
Damn. I feel like I might have to go. Oh, that's like I don't, because it's like Ursa's such a bad bitch though.
I know, Ursa's a bad bitch.
She's such a bad bitch. I just want to do it just based off of that. But it's Lucy, like Lucy's like the, like in a lot of ways she's like the heart of Fairy Tail.
Mm-hmm.
She somehow became the heart. I don't know when that was.
Took a while, but she definitely became the heart.
She really became the heart of Fairy Tail. Like she just has so many like great moments. Like she's just more well rounded
Mm-hmm.
as a character. Like I think Erza's just like she's supposed to be like the bad bitch, show up, get nerfed, and get her ass beat for like most of the fight, and then somehow pull off a win. Because that's literally how it always happens with her. But yeah, but no, Lucy is like she had moments where she won, had moments where she cried, had moments where she was cool, had moments.
Yeah, I feel like she's more developed as a character.
Yeah, like she's just as a like yeah, she's just cool. She's a really cool girl. Or she's not cooler than Urza, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
She's a great gal. Period. In my opinion. Oh, but yeah, I guess we both picked Lucy. So that being said, let us know in the comments below who would you pick between Urza and Lucy and why?
yes. Unfortunately, I couldn't put Wendy as an option, but maybe next time. There's always another time. There's plenty of waifus out there.
Please. The moment it becomes a lolly one, I'll be like, no comments on this.
Don't worry. The lowly one is coming. It's just we gotta build to it. You'll least expect it.
For you, it'll be Waifu Wars. For me, it'll be Daughter Wars.
Yeah. And on that note, shall I take us away?
Please do.
Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of Waifu Wars, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you catch all of our podcasts as they go up. If you're not part of our Waifu Wars channel, make sure you head on over there and sub there as well, because that's where we'll be posting all the videos going forward.
Yes.
If you'd like, you can actually take that extra step and become a patron and support us, like all these lovely people on screen right here. And if you do, you get yourself access to a bunch of really cool benefits, like access to our members-only Discord channel, Mementos, and we do live watches with our patrons as well. So if that sounds interesting to you, please do become a member. And Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Yes, special thanks to people who support us. I know I didn't add you in the last video. I like I said, last week was crazy. So
yeah, this is also a work in progress.
So yeah, this is all work in progress. I'm hoping that I will remember to add it mañana. So thank you guys once again for all of your support. We really appreciate it.
We do. And until next time, this has been Soberoni and
Dooby-doo.
We'll catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.